All right, man. Let's talk about these 49ers and these Lions on Sunday, man. I was watching Woodward Sports, and my man's Med had no hope. And I kind of agree with him on that one. This definitely, this definitely gonna probably be the worst matchup that they could ask for week one. You know, other worst ones like Baltimore. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. But yeah. Baltimore could have been a bad one. Um, I think the divisional opponents would have been the easy ones because you know what you're getting. You know what you're getting from Kirk Cousins. You know what you're getting from probably Chicago with Dalton or Justin Fields. You know what you're getting from Aaron Rodgers. You know, and San Francisco was base run heavy. You know, and that's what make it bad. It may be 20-7, 20-3, but that's gonna feel like 550 to nothing. You know, they're gonna test the Lions gap integrity. And you know, it's gonna test the secondary too, but San Francisco, it ain't perfect. San Francisco got holes for sure. You know, they secondary young, but they corners young. Quarterback is not that good. So either or. Shout out to Frederick, salute. Them some salute. You know. So at the end of the day, there's some holes there. You know, definitely they got rid of Solomon Thomas because he didn't live up to the bill. So like I said before, they Joy was it Nick Bosa, I think it is. He ain't 100% healthy. He coming off ACL injury, so he probably won't be a full-time player. So we at a point where, you know, the only thing that scared me with San Francisco is them being able to run the ball. And then also Trent Williams, he getting older. So we're going to take a look at it. I do appreciate everybody for tapping in. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. It's the best way to help out right now. I want y'all to thumbs up the video. Come on, let's thumbs up the video, subscribe to the channel, right? Want to make a financial donation? Cash App, CJ Good 313, Venmo, CJ Good 313, PayPal link, all this in the description. They're going at the bottom of your screen. You can find me on Twitter, Facebook, and even Sportscastr. I haven't been on there lately, but the next stream, if I can remember, I put it on Sportscastr. So, hold on, my light. The basement lights suck. I think most Detroit basement lights suck if you ain't redid them. I don't get it. Might have to give me a lamp too. My other big light upstairs, but I ain't really got no room for it down here. So, part of the lighting, but this pretty much not gonna be the schedule. Next week, I'll probably wait till Tuesday to do Wednesday, no later than Wednesday. I'll probably wait till Tuesday, Wednesday to do, depending on the injuries, to do the prediction. Then whenever day, the next day I do the live stream. And then we do bed nines, and then we do fantasy picks and stuff of that nature. So those are to follow this week, man. So I mean, at the end of the day, San Francisco is actually a really good team. They returning a lot of starters. They depth chart is actually up, unlike Detroit. And it looks like Jimmy Garoppolo is going to get the start. I heard they might rotate quarterbacks. To me, all you're doing is shortening Trey Lance's lifespan in the NFL. That's all you're doing, you know, because Trey Lance should just be learning and not running the ball and running over people. So Garoppolo 1, Trey Lance 2, Nate Sudfeld 3. All right. Also, they got Trey Sermon. Okay, that was a really good pick. They got Wayne Gallman. They got Jermichael Hasty, Elijah Mitchell. But Trey Sermon is the second back, and Raheem Mostert is the starter. You know, and that's probably where the problem's gonna start at Mostert. You know, Mostert, he's a high runner. He runs with his pad level high, but you know he fast. You know, you give him a gap at 5'10", you give him a gap, he gone. Trapping down. So the issue with him is just been health, you know, and sharing the load with other backs. That's the issue. He runs high. That's probably where most of his injuries coming from. And then you got former Lion Langston Tomlinson. He been doing pretty good over there. He didn't succeed in Detroit. He was something about him. I don't know what's something about him, man. I didn't know he was Jamaican. But was something about him in Detroit that didn't work. You know, and over the course of the last 10 plus years, we've been a team to draft a lot of linemen. People just, you know, ignore it, from undrafted Adrian Waddle to Langston Tomlinson to Glasgow to Warford to Decker to Ragnow to Jackson to Stenberg. You know, they've been trying to crack the right combination code on the offensive line for a while. Bro, what's none but the best of Laker Tomlinson. Sometimes you need to change the scenery. They probably got future Hall of Famer. I think he'd be future Hall of Famer Alex Mack. Been in the league 13 years, one of the better centers. I think he started his career off with Cleveland. If my memory doesn't serve me correctly, I think he was in Cleveland. Yep, he was in Cleveland, Cleveland, Atlanta. Now he here. Now he trying to chase the Super Bowl. Can't be mad at him. But Alex Mack, won't find too many centers in his era better than him. You look at the offensive line, Mac Galichki. I think I got that one right. Out of Notre Dame, 6'8". So they gonna do is no secret. They gonna line up. They gonna put a hat on the hat, and they gonna run the ball. Either it's down your throat, misdirection, off tackle, inside the guard and center. They gonna run the ball, and that's just what they do. Okay. And what makes them hard when they get the running game going? What makes them hard is then they start passing off the run. That's what make it really hard. And when they get to run the ball, they get in the groove and they start play action passing, then this is a team that's probably gonna be hard to beat. What you want to do with this team is you want to take away. Once you take away the run, if you can't, you want to take away the short passes. You want to force Garoppolo to go down the field. You don't want Garoppolo to start getting in the rhythm, 3-step drop, play action, hitting slants, hitting speed outs. You want him to make the tough throws. You want him to make the digs. You want him to make the deep outs, the comebacks. You want to force Garoppolo to throw middle and deep. If you take the run away, take them slants. If slants away. I mean, this a team honestly. This a team honestly, man. This is a team where I will bump and run. You talk about the Deebo Samuels, he healthy. He one of them yak guys, them intermediate guys who can go deep, and then they also got Brandon Ayuk. He's a really good receiver as well. Had a great rookie year last year, but they really didn't have a quarterback. But those receivers, they yak receivers. What they're gonna do is they're gonna turn little games into big games. So, I go man up, I bump and run them. You play off, you guys gonna be pitch and catch. Skino Bino, salute. It's gonna be pitch and catch. What I would do with them, I'll challenge them at the line of scrimmage. If they beat me deep, they beat me deep. But I challenge them, I reroute them. And that's what I would do. But they were those type of receivers that like to, they physical receivers, and they like to get, they remind you of Golden Tate. They're not grade A deep threats, but they can get deep and they get physical. They remind you of Hines Ward, Golden Tate. That's who their receivers are. Screen pass, bubble screen pass, reverses, speed outs, drags, shallow crosses. They are tough, gritty, grimy receivers. So offensively, what you're getting from them, front of the ball, short passes, eventually hit you over the top. So if I had a game plan, I challenge Samuels, I challenge Ayuk at the line of scrimmage, and try to stop the run and reroute them. But also they got George Kittles. That's probably the matchup of the day outside of stopping the run. That's probably your hardest matchup of the day. It's putting Jamie Collins, it's putting Alex Anzalone, it's putting Will Harris, Tracy Walker on George Kittles. Definitely somebody you gotta look at. Somebody you can bracket and he still catch the ball. That's what you're talking about. You can bracket him. Keep one over the top, one in the middle, or one underneath. The way he run routes, his big frame, athleticism. Stretch the field in the middle of the field on cover 3, cover 2, get behind the linebacker in between the linebacker and safety. Can run the drags, can block the football. Outside of stopping the run, he's the guy you got to stop. Not only in the pass game, in the running game, he's a great blocker. So, sometimes you can't stop the great players, So he's going to be somebody on play action. He's going to be somebody that's going to be dangerous. He's going to do late releases. He's going to run the deep routes. He's going to run the shallow routes. He's going to run the intermediate routes. He's going to run the middle routes. He's going to run all that shit. So he's one of those guys that He dangerous. All right. You know, when the play action, just probably the first guy you locating. You know, you can bracket him. You can play him one-on-one. I mean, you can put Walker on him. I think Walker got the best matchup on him. Walker. I mean, maybe you might even put Okun on there, but I think Walker got the best matchup. You can bracket him with Collins and Walker. Not sure that's gonna work. I mean, why put two people on one guy? You leaving Ayuku, Samuels, Morstead out the back, you leaving them open. You know, he's the matchup you're looking at. When you're talking about stopping the run and stacking the box, the reason you don't want to stack the box is because of this guy. On third down, you looking for this guy. On first down, you looking for this guy. On second down, you looking for this guy. Fourth or short, you still looking for this guy. He probably the best receiver in the game, right? Best tight end in the game. You know, people say, well, Travis Kelce just in a better situation with a better quarterback. You know, you give Mahomes Kittles, and I think Kittles will do the same thing. You know, but not taking nothing away from Kelce. You know, I think this guy's a better blocker. In the run game, he can block and pass game. He can do whatever. So on third down, you know where he is. You're gonna know where he at. But what's making it so tough is they can run the ball on third and fourth, third and three. Shit, they might run on third and five. And usually people play the Detroit Lions. They don't have no respect for the Lions, and they go for it on fourth or short. So he's a 4-down threat. He's a 4-down threat. What make him so tough is they run the ball well, and then they go to him. He gonna move the change, you know. So honestly, I might just have to play him one-on-one. You think about playing him in zone, combination zone. I mean, you talking about cover 2, he probably gonna kill the soft spot. You talking about cover 3, he probably gonna kill the seams. Cover 4, the dangerous thing about playing zone coverage is nobody has that assignment. You play in the area. So this guy, another great thing about him, he'll find a soft spot in the zone and sit down. You know, the option routes. The only issue you talking about with him is Jimmy Garoppolo getting him the fucking football. That's the only issue I'm talking about. That's the only thing that can stop him this season is Jimmy Garoppolo giving him the football. So, like I said before, I mean, cover 4 might be the coverage. You know, you talking about, depending on what personnel you in, you got 4 deep. You got a couple, routes covering the corner. You got about 1 or 2 men, depending on what you win, quarters, dollars, nickel. You probably got 1 or 2 men covering the middle of the field. I mean, also as well, you can play cover 4. You can attach 1 man to him too. You can play somebody in man and mix it with cover 4. But honestly, this team ain't nothing but matchup problems for everybody in the NFL. Everybody. If they had drafted Patrick Mahomes over Solomon Thomas and Deshaun Watson, they'd probably be a dynasty again. They probably would be a dynasty, man. But this is the guy. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna get to the defense in a minute. This is the guy right here. My bad. Hold on, man. My bad. I keep doing that shit. But this motherfucker right here. This is the guy. I'm gonna tell y'all this and give y'all some key players. This guy. This is the guy. This is I would say he's number 2. Well, I would say he's a combination. He's number 2. Number one is these guys. I'm just click them. Number 1 is these guys. This guy used to be a Lion. This guy, future Hall of Famer. I think True Williams, future Hall of Famer too. Whoever the hell this guy is. And this guy. Come on, Michael Lichky. Those, including with this guy, those guys are number 2. Those are the second most important players you gotta watch. George Kittle as a tight end and as a blocker. Your number one nemesis is Raheem Mostert. Because the thing about Raheem Mostert, he does run high. His pad level is high. That's why he always injured. But if you give him a gap, he might break the single game rushing record in the NFL Sunday. What's up, Michael Mike salute? He may break those single game rushing record on Sunday. He that type of runner. But only thing that stops him probably being one of the top 5, top 10 backs, he always injured. When you look at the way this guy runs, see if I can pull up some pictures. when you look at the way this dude runs, he runs high. This dude runs high. Look at his pad level. It's high. Look, even when he versus the Raiders, it's high. You know, just keep looking. He runs high, and this is why, you know, him, Adrian Peterson, McFadden, Kerryon Johnson, some of them didn't have careers, some of them had great careers. He's a high runner, even when he get the ball. Look, he's high. You talking about somebody like, who I want to talk about? Let's say Zeke Elliott. He's a bigger guy too. Look at his level. He's getting low. Yeah, he's bending his leg. He low. You know, look, even when he fumble, he's a guy that's low. You know, he get high sometimes. I mean, it is what it is. You know, but for the most part, he knows how to get low. I mean, who else you got in the NFL? How about this guy? I think I'm not a Bears fan, but last year he started coming to his own. With this guy, with the break, he's low. This is how you supposed to run. You know, you supposed to get low. When you start sprinting, getting open, you can get high. That's fine when you get space. But when you running in those, look at this. When you running, look at y'all. Look at Mike Cousin, Mike Jafai. You getting low. You know, another guy that was great at it, who doing great things in the community. Warwick Dunn was great at it. Even in college, look at that. Low. Just look at him. Low. So you see him getting out there and run. In football, they say low man wins. Even in running, low. University Lions, he getting low. So that's kind of been he giving away houses. He gave a house to the Deshaun Watson family before he became an NFL. I love have us losing. Great observation. Yeah, I got us losing too. But see how you get low? You know, then you got the great ones too. I don't mean to Babylon. You got Adrian Peterson. The reason he suffered so many injuries is because he is a taller back. What's AP about? AP 6'1". That's why. You know, AP's a guy who's always ranked high. That's why he had collarbone issues and leg issues. But he's a different animal. He's a different him and Derrick Henry can't do nothing but help it. He's a different animal. Even today, you know, he breaking down there. Look at the torso he got. You know, AB can break down. These dudes can break down, but I'm trying to get some more better pictures of him in his prime. But leaving in the hole, look at him. He high. That's just his body type. He's a guy that's gonna run high. You know, but you know what? There's always exceptions to the rules. He just built different. He just like Wolverine. He heal fast, but he's an upright runner. You know, but at 6'1", you can't help but to be. Then you look at a guy like Derrick Henry, and I move on. Look at the guy like Derrick Henry. What is Derrick Henry? 6'3"? Can't do nothing but help it. Yeah, 6'3", he can't help it but to run high. His shelf life might not be high as long, but Jesus, great segue. 49ers signed Josh Norman yesterday. Look at this. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna go get locker room, go get my gun. Somebody do me like that. Ooh, look at this shit. We got a better picture than that. This man is a freak, bro. I guess not. Here we go. This man is a freak of nature. Look at this. He shouldn't be doing things like this, bro. He should be moving the way he moved. But he upright. Me ain't got no choice. He's 6'3". But I love me some Derrick Henry. We could have had Derrick Henry. Look at this. This man This size shouldn't have this separation. Come on. Look at this shit, man. Look at that. When he need to break down, he's able to break down. He's that athletic. Look at this. Man, that size shouldn't be that nimble. Look at this man's finger. He shouldn't be that nimble. Man, Derrick Henry is a fucking freak of nature, man. What's up, Chrome? I'm just salivating over how great Derrick Henry is. Look at that. Could that man be do this? How? How? Come on, man. Come on, man. Look at this. Look at y'all boy. Look at Michael Mike boy. You know he'll miss that tackle on y'all. Look at that length. Look at that length. Whew. He gonna beat them to that corner. And that's just Derrick fucking Henry for you. But Morstead is one of those guys who he's upright runner. That's why you get injured so much. You know, when you upright runner, you gotta be able to you have to be able to you have to be durable. You have to be durable. And if you ain't durable, being an upright runner, you're not gonna make it in this league. Kerryon Johnson, Derek McFadden, they've been a few who didn't make it. But naturally, you want to be running low until you get that space, and then you can pop out and run. You know, but let's carry on. Yes, he is. He different. He different. If what's the old boy named Brandon Jacobs had them wheels on him, it'd be over with. So defensively, Nick Bosa, he probably not gonna be a full-time player on Sunday. He probably not, but he's still out there. DJ Jones, don't know much about him. Last season it seemed like he wasn't a full-time player. Oh, he was on Last Chance U 2016. Okay, so most of y'all might know him. Javon Kinlaw, somebody I liked last year in the draft. I liked him over the one that I liked him over the guy that went to Carolina, Derek Brown, I think it was. I like Javon Kinlaw the most. He didn't have a great season last year. Not too many rookies had exceptional seasons last year. I think Joe Burrow was on the way to having the best rookie season last year, even in that situation. But I like Kinlaw coming out. I think Kinlaw gonna break out this year. And I didn't know they was in the 4-3. I thought San Francisco was in the 3-4. Okay, but and then Eric Armstead, he's another guy. I know they probably wish they would have kept DeForest Buckner, but he's a big glass of water too. 6'7", 290. He looked like he's 230 being 6'7". He's a really good ball player, but he ain't DeForest Buckner. So guys across that line that worry me really Sunday is Kinlaw. And then they got D Ford as a backup. Usually D Ford is an outside linebacker, edge rusher. I believe he got injured last year, and he on the I always remember D Ford in the AFC Championship game, Patriots versus Kansas City. He jumped off sides, and that was it. But talent across that line. I don't know too many of their backups, but talent. But I know for a fact they should have kept DeForest Buckner, but they didn't want to pay him. Probably couldn't pay him. Linebackers, probably him, Fred Warner, Eric Kendricks, Bobby Wagner, probably three of the best middle linebackers in the league. Fred Warner is an absolute animal. The depth that he get, man coverage, the shit that he erased, he able to erase distance. He's probably one of the better ones, top three, maybe the best middle linebacker. That's who we gonna worry about on Sunday. Everybody else, Aziz Shahar, I don't know much about him. Drake Greenlaw, don't know much about him. But he played some last year, 61 tackles, 1 sack. But Fred Warner is the one you highlight on this defense. Him and a healthy Nick Bosa is two of the best on defense. Then look at the backfield. You had Jason Verrett. He was out of TCU a few years ago. I think he had a gruesome leg injury. Shorter cornerback, good ball player, but he one of those dudes. He one of them dudes that I think he might be on the downslope of his career being that small, but still really good. I like him coming out of TCU. Emmanuel Mosley, I don't know much about him. But this is their weakness right here. These is their weaknesses right here. They cornerbacks. That's where they weak at. Got rid of Richard Sherman, signed Josh Norman because they weak there. Then you look at the backfield. They got Mike Cousin, Tavon sorry ass Wilson over there. So they secondary is atrocious. It is. Jimmy Ward is a dog. I like Jimmy Ward. He probably in the league like 10 years now. 8 years. Jimmy Ward's pretty good. Can play nickel, can play on the outside. But they secondary is where they weak at. And up front, they got some question marks in the front seven. You know, I don't know much about Greenlaw, Aziz Al-Shahir. You know, they got some question marks there. I don't know how Greenlaw and Shahir gonna run. I don't know how both are gonna come back. I don't know if Ken Law gonna step up this year. Like I think he will. So their defense might not be as good as advertised, but you know what? I think they will be. I think they're gonna play as a unit. I think they're really good. So that's the 49ers for you right there. Guys, I'm highlighting on defense: Jimmy Ward, Fred Warner, Bosa, Kinlaw. Those the dudes those the guys you look out for. Those the guys I like. So I like the 49ers. They've been together. I think they got 20 plus returning players or some shit like that. So I just think it's a feel. I feel good they added Norman. I don't feel good they added Norman. Norman's trash at this point in his career. No offense to him, but I think Keywan Williams is a nickel back. Okay. Keywan is pretty good. Solid. So they secondary is the question, but it ain't the worst. It's pretty much probably middle of the pack. But you're gonna have a lot of young guys, step up, but their bread and butter is from the wheel to the left end. That's their bread and butter. If you're able to do the job up front, nobody gonna touch your secondary. So I think they're a good team, no doubt about it, bro. I like them. I think they'll be all right. Yeah, you're right. He's just a dead piece, true. Bring a veteran presence. He's a dead piece. So you're right. But the Lions don't have they depth chart up, unfortunately. The Lions move like the Secret Service, bro. They move like something like dude, they sorry as hell over the past few years, right? They sorry as hell, right? They sorry as hell, but they do shit like this, like it's gonna make a difference. You still gonna fucking lose. They do shit like this, bro. When you go to the depth chart, they do stuff like that. Like, dude, at the end of the day, who cares? San Francisco is one of the greatest organizations in NFL history, and they don't do stuff like this. It's a fucking Tuesday. It's Tuesday. You still don't got your depth chart up. Come on, man, get out of here, man. Like they got something to hide, bro. Like we don't know who they starting. To me, that shit burns my soul. And I wonder if Brad Holmes gonna talk more than once. Is he gonna talk during the middle of the season? He said she'll offset the preceding. Yes, it will. Front seven Lions will be vastly improved next year. How can you call it? How do we know until we play the games? That's what I want. How do you know until we play the games? I don't know if Dan Campbell's gonna be a good coach. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they come out like Michigan State and set the expectations high and blow the 49ers out. I'm not sure if they're gonna be vastly improved next year. I don't know what they're gonna be this year to be vastly improved next year. Our coaching was so bad. We had decent players. I would agree with that. But so this is all leather. This is unofficial. But Jared Goff, Swift, Jason Cabadon, converted linebacker to fullback. He might play some tight end too. So I think Tyrell Williams gonna be your first receiver. I think Amara St. Brown gonna be number 2. I think Cephas is gonna work your slot. This is all messed up. So I think Williams, Brown, Cephas is gonna be your top 3 receivers. I think Benson and Cardio Hodges, they're gonna play in spots. But I think eventually Trinity Benson is gonna be your 2 outside. And they're gonna move Brown and Cephas on the inside. But until Benson catch up with the plays, and I think Benson is gonna be your number 2. He's gonna replace Rashad Breeland, but not this week. I'm probably look about the 3rd or 4th game of the season. You see Benson go number 2, Brown and Cephas slide on the inside. No surprise in offensive line at all. Decker, Jalen Jackson, Ragnow, High Tide, put Sewell. Now, what I would do is I would slide Sewell on the inside and High Tide on the outside. People say, no, just throw Sewell out there. Don't forget you can get Jared Goff seriously hurt. No, they did that with Ragnow. Ragnow slid to guard. The next season, he slid to center. It's not that I doubt his ability. He didn't play football in 2 years, but that's just the way it's going to be. And I think nonetheless, you're going to run Ragnow, High Tide, Sewell. You're going to run to that right side. And for a right-handed quarterback, that's the side you run to. That's the side you run to. You can't run behind Decker, to be honest. But you can run behind Jackson and Ragnow. You can run between Ragnow, High Tide, and Sewell. Sewell brings a certain athleticism to the table. People say, why not flip him to the left side? If you got a guy struggling on the right side, for sure, he's going to get the Goff killed on the backside. So there's a huge isn't this huge difference between right and left. Right, where you at? Goff can see what's coming from the right most of the time. Right? On the left, that's your blind side for right-handed quarterback. So, and also, too, Decker can't run block. So he can't go on the inside because he's a pass blocking technician. So you don't want a pass blocking technician on the front side because you got to be able to run behind Sewell. You got to be able to run off that right side. So Decker's at this perfect position. He's a guy that's going to protect the backside. If he can't run block as good, so be it. Because guess what? I can run in between the guard and the center, the left guard and the center, the right guard and the center, the tackle and the guard. Then most times they won't expect me to run off Decker or in between Jackson and Decker. So that's the great thing about it. When they don't see it coming, I have success running off Decker because they don't see that coming. So I mean, ultimately, I like what they doing on the backside on the line. I just don't like the depth. I thought they should have kept Crosby, but then again, they could have moved Crosby to the physically unable to perform list and brought him back. But people speculated that he didn't get the shot, so they didn't like Crosby. But he said that don't they have all them draft picks? And well, at the end of the day, they had cap space before. They had picks before. You got to remember that they had nobody coming to Detroit unless we start winning, or you trade for him. So the $90 million in cap, I wouldn't be in a rush to spend that. I wouldn't. I would just keep drafting guys and putting filler guys in there. But nobody coming to Detroit until we start to build. We start putting a template for winning out. But the only thing that draw people to Detroit is you got a black coaching staff for the most part. That's the only way you're gonna get people to Detroit if you're not gonna win. Lions should load up on defense. That never works. That never works. Loading up. I mean, you're talking about Jairus Byrd, and that rarely works. I think we continue to build through the draft. You build through the draft, and then I think year 3 or 4, if everything going on track, then you start filling places in on defense. But like I said before, they got a nice defensive line. I think next year, depending on how I look, they load up on linebacker. You got a good secondary. It's just depth. As far as offensive line, they traded some depth away with Crosby. So the biggest thing next year you're gonna be looking at is a quarterback. And last night or this past weekend, the college quarterbacks didn't look good. He said, "Leave Sewell where it's at." No, you don't. They should slide him on the inside. I'm telling you, y'all gonna learn. Y'all gonna learn. When he get Jared Goff fucking killed, y'all gonna learn. That's a very important position to play right side. If he misses some pass blocks that he missed that he missed in the preseason, he gonna get Jared Goff killed. That's what y'all gotta understand, man. This dude ain't played football in 2 years. 2 years he ain't played football. Slide that motherfucker on the inside next year where he started doing well. You can slide him. You playing high tie all that money. People forget that too. Make high tie earn his money. And people talking about slide him to the left side. You gotta be stupid as fuck to slide that man to the left side. He gonna get Jared Goff fucking on the stretcher. Well, no, I mean he just signed an extension. I don't have no issue with Decker. You know, he pass block. That's what he supposed to do at left tackle. He do his job exceptionally well. So he can stay at left side. But you keeping Sewell at tackle, you're gonna leave Hockenson in, you're going to chip somebody. He's struggling. But maybe get it together in the game. But you gotta understand on the edge, they're gonna be putting their best pass rushers over him. Khalil Mack, Nick Bosa. They know not to try that shit on Decker. They gonna confuse him with stunts and loops and stuff. You gotta understand that's the game. But Decker ain't going nowhere. They might as well sign him again. Detroit Legends Sportscast said was going as YouTubers delusional line fan. I think our team is better than the 49ers. I think about to. I mean, maybe I can't really get a feel for. I'm just going off of known variables. We know what the 49ers is. We don't know what the Lions is. I didn't see a lot of the Lions starters this year. So I can't tell you who better or not. I'm going with San Francisco, not because I'm a Lion hater, not because I love San Francisco, because I know what San Francisco is. Do they have some question marks? Absolutely. Nick Bosa is a question mark. Coming off of ACL. They should have kept DeForest Buckner. Eric Armstead, he's solid. Javon Kinlaw, I don't know if he's going to make the step up this year. Fred Warner, pretty good. They got some questions at cornerback. You know, Raheem Morstead, Jimmy, he's a really good running back, but he run high. So the Lions very may well, make it competitive. But, I mean, I couldn't tell you. I can't go against another YouTuber because they don't know. You want to run and like you don't know. We seen Jared Goff take a couple of snaps. Jared Goff might go out there and be shit. Historically, he sucked versus this John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan team. We do know that. So we'll see. Do you believe San Francisco will beat us? They are in the same physical boat as we are. San Francisco depends on Salah, great coaching. That's a great point. He is not there. We have improved in coaching alone. That's a great point, David. I'm glad you brought that up, brother. So let me give you a wrench for that question. I don't even know you. I'm going to give you a wrench. That's a great question, bro. That's a great question. If I can find you, I can't find you on here. Here you go. Hold on. I want to give this nigga a wrench. Oh, hold on. I'm going to give you a wrench in a minute. Give me 1 second. I got to refresh on my page. But that's a great question by Dave. That's a great question because he's 100% right. The defense, they got some injuries across that line. Let me give you some wrenches out. I got hacked. I forgot to give y'all some wrenches in here. I got hacked. I'm going to give me some wrenches out real quick. So, I think, that's a great question. Kyle Shanahan is a defensive head coach. Let's see. I don't know who the defensive coach is, but that's a great point. And what if Salah go over to San Francisco and do his damn thing? What if he do? And San Francisco struggle. So what did Salah run last year? Did he run a 4-3? So the defensive coordinator is hold on, I got the wrong one. Hold on. So that defensive coordinator is D'Amico Ryan. Is it? Okay, D'Amico. I remember he used to play linebacker. Yeah, he from Bessemer. Shout out to Bessemer, Alabama, man. That's where Bo Jackson from, I believe. So yeah, okay. I ain't know D'Amico was their defensive coordinator. Shout out to D'Amico Ryan, man. Man, if we do lose, I'm glad that a brother will stump us out. But shout out to I didn't know D'Amico Ryan was the defensive coordinator. So I swear they ran I swear to God they ran a 3-4. I don't watch a lot of their games. I swear to God they ran a 3-4, bro. I'm probably drunk. I don't know. So I can't find a 2021 depth chart. The 2020. I thought they ran a 3-4. So okay. But So that's a great question. So Salah might have been the difference. D'Amico Ryan, former player. I don't know if he learned the game from Rob Salah, but that's a great question. They got some physical issues. They got some issues up front. You talking about Bosa? He ain't 100%. Well, Kinlaw step up. They made a mistake not bringing back Buckner. Train him to Indianapolis. He a star. They got some young outside linebackers. They got some young corners. They got an old corner in Jason Verrett. Jimmy Ward is good, but Tavon Wilson trash. So he right. He right. That is true. That is factual. He is right. They have someone that know what to do with the picks. O-lineman need to get in the rhythm. Let's work. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, at the end of the day, you talking about getting the rhythm. You got all in the offseason to get in the rhythm. You can get somebody killed. So basically, they're going to have to keep a tight end, a crackback, a chip for Sewell. Ain't no rhythm. You slide that man on the inside and put high tie on tackle, but y'all ain't going to listen to me. Our defense will be vastly improved. I guarantee it. You ever seen that movie by Richard Pryor, Which Way Is Up? They ain't no way but to go up. There's a lot of unknown. We'll see at the end of the season. There's no Sunday. Bodie James. They say D'Amico Ryans, bro, so I don't know. Sewell is a great young tackle. He just need time to only play in 2 games every game. He will get better. That's true. But you ain't got time to get Jared. You get Jared Goff smacked. Tim Boyle going to be a quarterback when he come back. You can't afford it. You're going to lose every game, and Dan Campbell going to get fired. I think the smartest thing that Patricia and Bob Quinn did their whole team, they make Ragnar play at guard, and the next year they switched him to center. That's the smartest thing you can do. And Ragnar was a guy compared to Sewell. Ragnar was by far a better player from my college. Ragnar played the previous year. Ragnar didn't give up a sack his whole career. So, like I said before, Ragnar to Sewell, you can talk about draft picks, but Ragnar was a better player, and he spent some time. He said 4-3. I know they 4-3. Now, was it last year that was a 4-3? I like the speed at receiver. I hope they don't overplay him. Which one are you talking about? Sewell? But yeah, before, and then also the Lions got to run the ball. If they're able to run the ball, they can win this game. Give me 1 second. And weather changing. But yeah, if they can run the ball, I mean, we're going to have an opportunity to win this game. That's the number one thing I'm looking for Sunday. If the Lions can run the ball versus a really good front seven. Can they have success running north and south? And I want to see that message. What's going to tell me early when they run the ball in the first quarter? What's going to tell me they confident and Dan Campbell implementing what he need to implement? If they line up with a fullback and run straight down the middle, run in between the center and the guard and tackles. You know, if they go out there and they trying to toss it and stretch it outside the tackles, they misdirection, draw. This team don't have a physical identity yet. If they line up, it smack them down the mouth, smack them down the throat, and they line up and they put a hat on the hat and they running downhill behind Kavanaugh and heavy sets. Here, you keep hitting that damn bar. Go sit in a chair. I'm talking to my dog. So that's what's gonna let me know. If they come in running the ball physically, they come in with a fullback running downhill, or they come in running heavy and they have some success, then they got a chance to win. But that's what San Francisco gonna do. They're gonna come out, they're gonna spread you out, they're gonna come in with 2 tight ends, 1 tight end up back, and they're gonna run the ball right down your throat. And they're gonna say, can you stop it? So he said, when I left 4-3 defense, we running the same defense. Okay, my bad. I thought they was 3-4. I thought that was 3-4. Am I thinking about Jim Harbaugh days? Was y'all have a 3-4? Maybe I'm thinking about D4 being standing up in Kansas City. Shout out to 49er for life. He said, if we just run the ball 3, we'll keep the offense on the floor. I mean, you can't do that. Sound good. That sound good, but you getting 3rd and 5, 3rd and 7, 3rd and 10, you're gonna throw that boy. You're gonna throw it. That's just the honest truth. So, and also you can supplement the running game with a short passing game. I don't like that. I want them to line up and go down somebody's throat. Once you establish that, then you can run outside. Then you can throw when somebody put an extra man in the box. But I think it's gonna be interesting to see. My Sunday gonna be messed up because they lost? No, because my expectations are low. They low. Only way they can make me mad if they that bad or they lose that, if they lose that close. So if the referee involved, or they just do some stupid shit and they fumble on some what was the white boy that fumbled in New York on the goal line? What was the right running back we had? I can't remember his name. He fumbled on the goal line in New York. We could have won that game. The referees and losing the game in a stupid way, that's the only way you can piss me off Sunday. And I lose all my money on FanDuel. That's only two ways you can piss me off. My advice, I don't bet with the Lions, I don't bet against the Lions. But the Lions are plus 300 on FanDuel. I think it's like 340. So otherwise, you bet 100, you win 300. You know. The 40, the wide 9 with Bosa and Ford. Okay. I'm most excited about having a quarterback with accuracy and touch. Accuracy? I can be with the touch. I don't know about accuracy, but I don't know. We gotta see. I like Jared Goff ball more than Stafford. Stafford be throwing that bitch through a brick wall. I'll tell you what, this Dunkin' Donuts fridge vanilla coffee is pretty awesome. In the caramel. That's the right then pitching. He said that's right then pitch out and throw intermediate until the opportunity opens up. We might win at the same time. I really don't see a great season or good. I mean, you know, no expectation. You know, we might. I just hope the Rams stink so we get a good pick. They're in a tough division, but you know, you got Aaron Donald and Jalen Ramsey. What's the other dude they got? The guy they got from Chicago, Leonard Floyd. I mean, they got a good defense over there. You know, but but you know, the quarterback market ain't looking too hot right now. But it's early. What's the spread? What you mean as far as the points? I don't bet points, man. I'll parlay points, to be honest. I'll parlay points, but I don't bet points. The points, especially on basketball, is dangerous. Points on football, ain't no point. Everything is a negative. But the spread is plus 7.5, a negative 7.5 for San Francisco, plus 7.5. So you got to bet 110 to win 100. If you bet in San Francisco to cover, so the Lions just got to lose by 7 to cover the spread. San Francisco got to win at least by 8 to cover the spread. So if you ask me my personal advice right now, I don't really mess with the spread. So you could take mine. You could take it for whatever you want to take it. I would pick San Francisco to cover. Over and under is 45.5. That means both teams have to average over 22 points. And 30. I'll probably go under. Under is 114. Over is 106. So over, they expecting it to go under. So yeah. I bet 50, I'll get 250 back. Back up based on what? Based on what? If you bet on the money line, that's the only shit I fuck with, the money line. If you bet on the money line, yeah, you bring yeah, was that right? Yeah, you bring 250 back. My bad, I think so. But if you bet 100, you bring 300 back. You bet 50, you bring 150 back if the Lions win. But the line might rise, the line might dip. But right now you'll win. But the game I'm looking at is Philadelphia plus 146. I'm thinking about parlaying Philadelphia and a few other games. That's a good spread for Detroit. I mean, you talking about the points? That's just saying. Unless I parlay it, I bet the money line. Just bring more money back. Oh, you say put it in the money. Go okay, FanDuel. I bet the points, man. I mean, I bet the money line. I don't fuck with that other shit unless I'm parlaying. So that's what I mess with because I know with the money line, I put some negatives in there in the money line. The money line gonna be sweet. But if Carson Wentz wasn't injured, I like Indianapolis plus 120, but I ain't messing with that. You got Cleveland plus 220 versus Kansas City. I don't like that. Denver coming to New York plus 130. I don't like Daniel Jones, but who knows? Chicago plus 295 versus Stafford. Maybe like that. Baltimore and Las Vegas. Vegas at home at plus 180. So some interesting spread lines. But like I said earlier, yesterday I got San Francisco 30-14 tomorrow. The Lions get a late touchdown. I like San Francisco. This is an evaluation game on how they look good. I mean, yeah. I mean, Michigan State surprised a lot of people Saturday. They did. Michigan State surprised a lot of people Saturday. They looked damn good yesterday. Saturday. Kenneth Walker, 75-yard run. I was watching. So, I mean, can we beat Michigan State? Or can we beat Michigan? Well, Michigan, you know, they expected Michigan not to cover 16 points. They covered 30. So it's exciting. You know, honestly, when the Lions start doing bad, I go to the red zone. What you call the red zone channel? I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes it be hard to watch. But honestly, I hope they do well. Honestly, I really do. If we win, it's gonna be expectations to go beat Green Bay the next week. You know, let's see. I mean, we got the 5th toughest schedule, and we was a playoff team. We was a top 10 pick last year. It makes no sense. So Monday night. So then I mean they beat San Francisco Monday night. Packers, then the Ravens. That's tough. This stretch start of the season, 49ers, Packers, Ravens. If they can win those 3 games and win 1 or 2, I mean it might be. They might make the playoffs. Because Chicago, Minnesota, we know them. Cincinnati, we know them. Stafford, that's gonna be a revenge game, so they might play better. Eagles, Pittsburgh, so it's gonna be interesting to see how they laid out. I mean, at this point, if they come out through with no expectations, gonna shoot through the fucking roof. You know, if they come out and beat San Francisco and win at Green Bay and beat Baltimore, man, do you know how we gonna be walking into work on Mondays and Tuesdays? You can't tell us nothing. Wait till I get my money right. Whoa, man, I'm gonna go get me some more Lions gear. I'm gonna get me a K Cunningham jersey. I'm gonna get me some Lions gear, nigga. Shit. Pull out my hats and shit again. We go 3-0, man. I'll be talking cash shit. Do you think y'all better offensive team with Goff? I mean, it depends. I'll tell you this. I think with Goff, I think we might be more efficient if we run the ball. I think Stafford had a lot of say so over the throwing the ball a lot. I think we'll be a more balanced team with Goff. I think so. I think with Goff we'll be more committed to running. I think with Goff it'll be, but then again, Stafford was a great quarterback. But you know, if you look at his history, he's a stat pattern. He's a guy that when we get down, he started giving us most of the stats, you know, when we down. And sometimes we come back and win. Sometimes we come back and just lose. Sometimes we get blew out. With Goff, I think it'd be more of a commitment to running the football. I think they got to run the football. And if they don't run the football with Goff and they spread it out, you know, with the number 1 pick in the 2022 draft, the Detroit Lions, what you going to hear. So they kind of got to run the ball with Goff. And I think you will see some screen pass. And the biggest question is, can they run the ball and can they go deep? You know, Goff, come on. So if they can run the ball and go deep, you might be looking at a team that might be kind of sneaky in the NFC North. This is about time for Aaron Rodgers to get hurt again. Stafford was good outside the red zone. Yeah, because he was a guy that started padding his stats after we got down, straight up and down. That's what it was. We was down 50. Here comes Stafford. That's an honest assessment. Here comes Stafford winning that bitch around the field. When we down, let's you get all. Remember that game we played in Chicago a couple of years ago? We got blew out and he just started threw like 500 yards. All that shit came in garbage time. But Stafford, man, they wasn't good in the red. We ain't been good in the red zone since James Stewart and Barry Sanders. We ain't been good there. We ain't been able to run the ball. But Jared Goff is one of the best red zone quarterbacks. You know why? Because St. Louis/LA was able to run the ball. Seriously. Hopefully Jamal Williams carves up the pack. Man, we need him to carve up right now. You know, we need him to come do his thing right now. People forget him and DeAndre Swift do the same thing. Swift's just more explosive. He catch the ball out the backfield, so do Swift. So hopefully. We go 3-0 shit, going crazy, but they might go back to the hey, you ain't lying. We gotta celebrate at some point, Andrew. Shit, that might be we might peak at that. Niggas gonna be popping collars and shit, doing the ball, and then go back. Them motherfuckers they come back and they lose to Cincinnati. Niggas gonna be high. But I tell you this, when the Lions win, Detroit is a city like Detroit is a city like you never seen before. Even with the Red Wings winning, the Pistons winning, when they win championships, the Red Wings and the Pistons, the city is great. But when the Lions win, nigga, it's like something like even if they win like 2 or 3 games, it's something that you would never see before. Detroit is a football town. It is. They call us hockey town. It's a football town. If the Lions ever won the Super Bowl, do you understand? Detroit is like telling y'all. Detroit is a football town. If they win a playoff game, it's something like you never seen before. I mean, even at the Palace, and I've been to the Palace to see Tim Duncan. I've been to Little Caesars. I've been to where the Red Wings play at. I've been there. I'm telling y'all, you don't never see as many fights when at the Silverdome or at Ford Field or the Detroit is a football town. It is. If they win, people will see that. Yeah, Stafford stunk in the well, they couldn't run the ball too. We finally built a good team instead of getting parts for Stafford. Well, that's yet to be seen. We got to see. The crowd needs to get loud. They always loud on the Ford Field. Don't believe that. Don't believe that. I'm telling you. I mean, I done heard on Monday. I done worked there Monday night. That's bullshit. That crowd is louder than any other crowds you can find other than like Kansas City. I'm telling you, that crowd is phenomenal at Ford Field. When they got something to cheer about, it's loud. You don't get no louder. When they show Miguel Cabrera on the thing, it get loud. Don't believe that shit, man. Detroit get loud. They get loud. When it's a third down, they give up. Then they give up, 3rd and 15. That shit get quiet as hell. That's true. I remember they beat San Diego for the make it to the clinch the playoff spot. That bitch was loud. I was there. Thanksgiving when they losing, it's like I was right there. I was like right there when Sue stumped the old boy arm. I'm telling y'all, man, don't believe that shit that Detroit don't believe James Jones. Sorry ass. Jared Goff like to throw up in the middle and dink a dunk. That's good for him. Still got to take some shots. We always in the top 10 of the toughest schedule. Yep. It is loud. I'm telling y'all, man, that shit get loud, man. I'm telling y'all, man, I've been there. Last game I went to was when they lost to the Jets. My job took us. That shit was crazy. Everybody was pissed off. They gave us unlimited drink. We can get whatever we wanted, nigga. They pay for everything. Hold on. Okay, we got a fantasy alert. Give me 1 minute. I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. I got to use the bathroom. No, I can finish. I said that fantasy alert lines coach Dan Campbell said on 97 ticket this morning that running back DeAndre Swift and D. Lamb and Michael Brockers will be ready to go week 1. So DeAndre Swift and Michael Brockers are go week 1. So Brockers gonna be important because the run defense. Him and Nick Williams. Pack house, we all drink Kool-Aid with a little bit of rum in it. Gonna be on. Oh yeah, I'm be at the crib. It'll be at the crib. I was gonna go week 1. I'm like, no, they gotta win first. But yeah, I'm gonna be drinking on some tequila. I might not be drinking. Maybe by the 3rd quarter I'll be drinking. The Lions win a chip might be. Yeah, I'm telling you, Detroit gonna be crazy. They might get a new arena too. I tell you, this Ford Field is a warehouse. It's terrible. It didn't age well at all. But yeah, I got San Francisco 30-14. That's just my opinion. Hopefully, I am wrong. And but like I said before, San Francisco got 1,000 running backs, so they're gonna keep them coming. They're gonna keep them fresh, all that. So it's gonna be an interesting week 1. Give me 1 sec. I'll be right back. 1 second. Yeah, my bad. But yeah, we got some good week 1. Let me go to a couple matchups real quick. All right, you got you got Dallas and Tampa Bay Thursday. You got Pittsburgh at Buffalo Thursday night. Hold on, excuse me, Sunday. They could go 1 p.m. You got the Jets at Carolina. All these 1 o'clock games. Jacksonville at Houston, Arizona at Tennessee, Philadelphia at Atlanta, Chargers at the football team, 49ers at the Lions, Seahawks at the Colts, Vikings at Bengals, Dolphins at New England. That's going to be a sneaky good game. The Browns at Kansas City. Excuse me. The Browns at Kansas City is 4 p.m. 4:30 game, 4:26. Denver at the Giants, 4:26. Green Bay at New Orleans. They'll be playing in Jacksonville because of the flood in New Orleans, 4:27. And then also you got the Sunday night game, Chicago at the LA. And then Monday night you got Baltimore at the Raiders. So yeah, sometimes you got 2 Monday night games. They didn't do that this year, but he says I got Detroit 27-17. You see, that's a good. We need them. LA games, his mid game, national. Yeah, no, it's still a Sunday night game. It's gonna be national game. But I appreciate y'all for coming in. See y'all later. Hold on, let me stop this. Peace.